Hello, my name is Tabitha. I'm doing a book review for the book The Political Economy of Media and Power, and it's a series of articles and essays edited together by Jeffery Klaehn. So he divides the book into 6 different sort of general areas of discussion and focuses the essays and articles that cater to those. So in the first one he talks about culture and politics, where the question he generally asks of all the different authors is what exactly is power? And how, as members of academia, can we make this visible? The second one involves media and government relations, so this is kind of relating to the ongoing nature of how journalism and government and public relations all kind of correlate. The third one is talking about foreign policy and hegemony, where this has a lot to do with wartime and how images come into play as a very, very important force in power. The fourth area that he discusses relating to, as he's talking about here, power, they're taking a very critical sideline stance instead of trying to actually become involved and a part of something that they are a system of and could possibly have influence in. The fifth section talks about popular media and culture, as we see in ads, but also in fictional areas such as TV, and how producers use it as a means of reinforcement and, of course, having power. So the sixth part of the book is where he really focuses in on the political economy of media and how it relates to power. Although I appreciated at the beginning where he did a series of interviews with various authors that contributed to the text, where he interviewed them on their ideas of power and what they really thought it was and how it related to the world, I kind of found it a little bit repetitive and not particularly relevant after a while, since they were kind of saying the same thing or really spectrally opposite things that didn't really relate to anything that was kind of being discussed in the book. It kind of turned into a very esoteric discussion about the state of humanity, and I really, really would have liked to have heard a little bit more relevant information about what they thought on very more specific points. Since he had them in a room, I was able to ask questions of them. So I definitely would recommend this book, simply because the author does a very good job of editing all together and bringing together a book that is an easy read, but yet gives a lot of depth of information, so that to possibly even the first time communication reader who wants to know more about the subject can get a very good in-depth discussion without being overloaded and getting a lot of very nebulous information that they don't particularly find interesting and might just skip over or put down the book entirely. But yet it's definitely not dumbed down, and for a fourth-year communication student to really go in depth and kind of come out the other end educated, I definitely appreciated and thoroughly enjoyed.